All right, guys, today we're coming at you live from Contemporary Resort, Steakhouse 71. Welcome back to the channel. I have two kids with me, Bells, Dominic. Rude ran away. So we're going to let you know if this restaurant is worth your time and your money, especially if you have kids with you. So stick around and find out. What started out as a normal dinner review turned into one of the most unexpected and honestly one of the scariest meals ever had at Walt Disney World. Steakhouse 71 almost killed me. Let's rewind a bit and start from the beginning, because up until that moment, honestly, everything was kind of perfect. Steakhouse 71 sits right at the base of the Contemporary Resort, Disney's original flagship hotel from 1971. The vibe here is sleek, nostalgic, and surprisingly relaxed for a signature steakhouse. From the moment we sat down, everything felt on point. The service was friendly, the lighting was warm, and the menu was full of classic steakhouse favorites. We ordered a filet mignon and a few sides that all sounded too good to skip, not to mention a couple of appetizers. All right, so appetizers came and went. We went with the French onion soup and lump crab cakes. Both were delicious. French onion soup a little bit sweeter than typical. Crab cakes, bomb. Kids actually enjoyed it too, right, kids? Crab cake, crab cake. At first, everything tasted as good as it looked. Tender, full of flavor, and cooked perfectly. The kind of meal that makes you think, yeah, this is why people rave about Steakhouse 71. After a couple bites of my filet and a glass of red wine, something started to feel a little bit off. My throat started to feel like it was closing, and a slight sense of doom came over me. So there I was. I found myself sitting at the table all by myself. Rude and the kids went to the bathroom, and I'm sitting there fighting back vomiting. All by myself at the table. I'm just hoping they hurry up and come back. So full disclosure, like, this isn't something that I've never experienced in terms of reflux. So I think the combination of red meat, red wine, maybe even the French onion soup, I don't know. It was just a perfect storm for this GERD, reflux, vomiting nightmare. So long story short, Rude and the kids return to the table, and I make a beeline for the bathroom, which is actually outside of the restaurant in the Contemporary lobby. I kick open one of the stall doors, and I just start barfing all over the toilet. And in my previous experience, this is something that I've had happen once or twice, usually after vomiting, kind of return to my baseline. Wasn't the case in this instance. So I get back to the table. Everyone at the table already knows something's not right. We pay for the check and we get out of there. Now, it's still relatively early in the night. We're on vacation. Kids want to go back to the park. I don't want to be a party pooper. Let's go back to the park. Fireworks haven't happened yet. We still have lightning lanes for Tron and Seven Dwarfs. We got business to take care of. So I'm just going to suck it up, thug it out, and hit the park with the kids. The whole walk back to Magic Kingdom, I am just unable to really swallow. So I'm just kind of, I'm not vomiting, but I'm spitting along the path to Magic Kingdom. And we get right to the gates of Magic Kingdom, and I make a beeline for the bathroom right outside. Vomit again. Now, I don't want to be that guy hugging the toilet in the middle of Magic Kingdom. So, I kind of do it as quickly as possible and get up out of there. But I'm still not 100%. So, again, don't want to ruin the rest of the trip for the family. So I'm going to suck it up. We go back in. It's nearly happily ever after time. We have Seven Dwarfs on deck. I tell the kids, look, I'm not doing this. I'm not risking literally tossing my cookies on a roller coaster. So I have them go on and I wait patiently thinking, you know, all right, this will pass. Next thing I know, I'm hauling it over by Pinocchio's, the bathroom by Pinocchio. And again, just letting it go. Running past families who are, you know, having the most magical day ever, happily ever after starting. The lights from fireworks are blasting in the background, and I'm in the Pinocchio bathrooms hugging the toilet. And so now at this point, you know, you may be familiar with me drinking around the world, but in this instance, I was barfing around Magic Kingdom. So I'm not going to get into too much more details, but that's kind of what the night consisted of from there on out. Never really settled down. Pretty terrible experience, if I may say so myself. With that being said, I don't know, like, you know, I'll give you guys the price breakdown and everything like that, just because, you know, this could be a unique experience. So essentially dinner for 2 adults and 2 kids here, you're going to spend probably like $200 depending on whether or not you have alcohol, which obviously isn't cheap, but it's pretty standard for your casual fine dining at Walt Disney World. If you've got food sensitivities or allergies, you should probably mention them before ordering, because Disney chefs are good about being aware of that kind of thing. Me personally, I'm not sure what exactly triggered this, so I wouldn't have even known what to ask for. So essentially, end of the day, is it worth it? Honestly, in my opinion, no, definitely not. 100% not. The food was good, flavorful. Restaurant, it was okay. Wasn't on par with, you know, California Grill in terms of aesthetics or even food quality. It was your pretty standard Steakhouse. Theming was nothing to write home about. Price, like I said, fairly expensive, which you're kind of know walking into that. Appetizers were good. Dessert didn't even get that far, so can't comment on that. But what I would say is, if you're looking for a quality dining experience in Walt Disney World, there's a lot of other restaurants to choose from. Steakhouse 71 just really didn't cut it for me, dog. And even honestly, if I wouldn't have gotten violently ill, still wouldn't have ranked up there in my top places to eat. So with that being said, I would say if you're a really big fan of steak, give it a shot. Your experience might be different than mine. Like we always say at this time, be sure to tell a friend to like, comment, and subscribe. You're going to get all the real, honest, family-friendly content to help you plan trips for adults and kids. So be sure to subscribe. And until next time, holla.